Oh, hmm. This one right here. Yeah?
Yep, correct. Yep, and after that played Stephen A. Smith one.
People that are installed at the top of these industries, they're comfortable distorting the truth. They're comfortable with exaggerations. They're comfortable with telling farcical stories. And maybe they're comfortable because we believe them. I mean, he sat in a crowd. And if you go watch that whole interview he's doing with the one white dude, there's other journalists in this crowd. I think he's at a library and he's promoting his book. There's other journalists in this crowd listening to these farcical stories. And no one is saying, like, that don't add up. What are you doing? He's comfortable telling, and he's calling out. You got to go watch this interview. He's so arrogant and so over the top. And I just want to thank this guy for coming out and blah. Who buys this? These Stephen A. is a myth. Stephen A. is a plant. You remember when Kwame Brown kept insinuating like David Stern and the NBA gave Stephen A. instructions on how to criticize Kwame Brown? When Kwame was saying that, I didn't fully understand it. Now I do. That's the job. All these guys have batteries put in their back. And it's their job to distort and lie. I'm a little out of breath. We're going to bring on Steve Kim.
Now, Jason Whitlock. I said that name. It's not a name I've uttered. I normally don't do that, but it's necessary to do now. I've had enough of that fat bastard. That piece of shit. And I want to make sure that before I go to break, I want anyone out there who watches me, anyone out there who knows me, anyone out there, no matter what you think of me, I want you to remember, I never talk about him. I never talk about my colleagues. I don't do that. This is a first. But it's necessary. And when I say don't talk about them, I don't mean don't talk about them literally. I don't get in on them like I'm about to do. Jason Whitlock. Now, I literally called my pastor and asked for his forgiveness and understanding in advance because he's not going to recognize the person he's about to hear. I did the same when I emailed the bosses at ESPN. This is my podcast. I own and operate this. I do what I want on this podcast. But it doesn't mean that I still don't harbor a responsibility to at least give my daytime employers a heads up as to what I'm about to do. My sisters, my nieces and nephews, my boys in the industry, everybody that I could reach out to in time has been warned. It's time for me to address this. I'm only going to do it once. Because this bastard is worth less than a damn cockroach. He wanted my attention. Now, I literally called my pastor.
Yeah, man. Like I said, these beefs. It's affecting everywhere, and I think YouTube is. I think it's because of YouTube. I was going because Instagram wasn't like that, but with these YouTube Spaces, yo, it's starting to get. It's like I can see here in 2024, it started to be some beefs. Like I said, start with the comedians, now with the sports writers, and you might see more of this. And the thing is, with stuff like this, it get views because People like stuff like this, and it's not looking like it's from the black community because if you look at Shannon Sharp, his interview, this man's almost have two. This man made almost a million. He almost got a million subscribers in less than 8 days. Almost at 50 million views on his video because of controversies like that of what Cat Williams is doing. And like stuff like this, like with the Stephen A. and Jason Whitlock, it might not get the views as the Cat Williams, but it's trending and it could get a certain amount of views. Maybe you get 1 or 2 million views or something like that. But I think here in the age of, like I say, here in 2024, it's going to be the years of beefs. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna pass it to you guys, Ronnie. Since we see a lot of these, big entertainers, sports writers beefing, do you see this year 2024? Are we gonna see more beefs in this YouTube streets?
Yes, yes. Because remember, you got to keep it in mind. Most of the things especially when it comes to big platform like the Shannon Sharp, the Stephen A, Jason Whitlock. Um, remember, you got to keep the crowd entertained. People like drama, people like beef. They go around and they search and see, okay, what is popping, what's gonna keep the people going, and what's keep the people going is beef and fuzzing people out in the entertainment. You see how you notice before Stephen A addressed it. Jason Whitlock, you saw he went to his producer on the Fox network. I'm sorry, not Fox, ESPN, and you see he let him know what was going on because remember he has a brand he got to pretty much protect, and also he got to be very careful because anything that he tied himself to is pretty much going to affect uh whatever's happening on ESPN. He knows he's not gonna wish that bad over someone, especially like Jason Whitlock. But at the end of the day, remember, these guys don't really hate each other. The same thing with Trump and Biden. They don't really hate each other. These guys actually meet up with each other. They go to meetings. They have dinner. They probably even know each other family members. They're doing this for the people and for the audience because you got to keep the people entertained. And I think the way they're doing things by it, I hope people could differentiate what is entertainment and what is real life. In real life, we already know real beef end up in death. Real beef end up in jail. Real beef end up someone's being harmed. This ain't no real beef. This is internet entertainment. Go ahead, High King.
Yeah. Oh, he was in the bathroom. He said he got to go. He stopped some in the private chat. Yeah, Ronnie, I agree with you 100%. I feel like 2024, we're gonna see the year of the internet beefs, and it gets views, meaning it makes money. It makes money, and the thing is about YouTube. If you hear on YouTube, some way somehow you gotta be entertainment. If you want to be entertainment, no one thing you probably gotta do is you start beefs with somebody. And Cat Williams, he started in 2024. Now I seen it with Stephen A, Jason Whitlock. They have worked together. They were colleagues together before, and there's some stuff with each other. The stuff they do agree with. There's some stuff they don't. They really disagree with and everything. There has been some other stuff happening in the background. With many years with these fellas and everything. Um, we definitely gonna hear from one of them. One of us going to continue to spill the tea off of each other, find out stuff that we didn't know happened 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and everything. And what that is, like I said, we spill the tea. People gonna sip the tea and say, "Oh wow, we didn't know that. Why you didn't say anything like that?" And you're gonna see some of these people that beef, jump on other people's podcasts, and just and talk stuff about the other person and everything, and and like I said, it's gonna be a big year this in 2024. And with this stuff, it's gonna be a lot of views for people. It's gonna be a lot of subscribers for people. When we said that, it ends with that. It's like, okay, they're gonna make more money and everything. So, like I said, this won't be the last because, like I said, this just getting started and everything. So, the Cat Williams is still a hot trending topic right now. Ice Cube, he had come out talk about the situation. Cat Williams, he continues to talk about the situation. Just found out today that they was I guess TMZ saw Kevin Hart today, and they was talking about her, her ex-wife, going on the road with Cat Williams and everything, try to start a pot up with that situation. So yeah, man. But this Stephen A. Smith, Jason Whitlock, yo, it's I feel like this might go on for months. This won't stop here. I feel like this is going on for the next couple months and everything, especially with Jason Whitlock, because Jason Whitlock, he likes to stuff like this, bring it to be kind of controversial in a way, and also because he was like I say he was like that with Deion Sanders and everything. Now he's going at Jason at Stephen A. Smith. So yeah, man, it's like I said, it's entertaining for most people because here on YouTube it's entertainment. Also on Instagram and TikTok, also social media, it's also entertainment. And like I said, it makes money. So will not be surprised how long this beef will go because I can see this beef could go for months.